But remember, the constitutional position of the CAG's report cannot be altered with respect to the manner A or B set of people want to look at it. The CAG report has to be discussed, debated in Parliament. It will indeed be done. And let me tell you, the truth will come out. We are entitled to our view, which we obviously cannot express in 1.5 minutes on a television channel. The whole country would have the right to know what the CAG said, what was the basis for his suggestions or conclusions, and how the government intends to meet it. The opposition will likewise have a right and an opportunity to build on that report. But for heaven's sake, let us not confer a degree of finality to any constitutional functionary.
Not at all.
Beyond the express jurisdiction of that functionary. Look, even the Supreme Court has said, 1 minute, Arnab, even the Supreme Court has said, we are final not because we are infallible. We are final because by the command of the Constitution in an adjudicatory procedure, we are final. There is no such finality to the CAG's
there is
report,
no finality,
which is only advisory and has a limited role.
Zero finality.
Let us therefore not lose sight of
zero
this
finality.
and build a whole case of corruption on the basis of one observation.
Sir, zero finality. I agree with you. I'd only like to humbly say here that, you know, the Congress took a different position when the CAG has brought out other reports. Do you agree with this? Do you trust the CAG completely on this one, Mr. Prasad? Do you believe the CAG's job is only to be a bookkeeper, to audit accounts? Just want to know your position.
Arnav, first of all, give me some time, because don't make it a monologue with Ashwani only. I never expected this kind of below the belt hitting which he had about calling me almost a Goebbels. Least expected from him. I remain as firm as I am there. The whole organization started in February 2005. Those things are too well known in public domain. And as far as taking action part is concerned, the Prime Minister said on the floor of the House that once Shunglu Committee report, a former CAG comes about, I will take action. That Shunglu Committee report about Commonwealth has said there was a method in the madness. Delay was done deliberately to jack up prices, and people at high ups kept quiet, whose role in conspiracy also needs to be unearthed. There is stinging criticism of Sheila Dikshit, and Sheila Dikshit today is publicly condemning this report. All these things are in public domain.
No, but
as far as the question of CAG is concerned, yes, CAG's report is subject to confirmation by the Public Accounts Committee and consideration by the Parliament. But policy formulation, Arnav, is the job of the government. But the policy is being implemented properly is certainly within the jurisdiction of the CAG, if it involves expenditure, accounting, and ultimate accounting.
No, I asked you the question because Mr. Prasad, I asked you the question for a very specific reason, because I remember, Mr. Prasad, you were the minister, and we had been reporting this story. 2005, your minister Jaswant Singh, when there was questions raised about the unauthorized expenditure, I think you were the Information and Broadcasting Minister, questions raised about the unauthorized expenditure of some 64 crore rupees for the India Shining campaign, then Jaswant Singh summarily had said the CAG's job is to audit accounts, and he famously said the CAG should stop trying to judge on systems. That's what Jaswant Singh said.
I'm
in another context.
Arnab Goswami, in what context he said what, I cannot comment just now. But yes, since you asked me a question of principle, the principle is very clear. Policy formulation is the job of the government.
Okay.
And how the policy is being implemented is certainly the job of that. And on one last point. All right, Ashwani, the CAG has no role. The CAG has overstepped. But when your own Minister Manish Shankar Aiyar was writing to Prime Minister, his letters are in public domain, that Mr. Kalmadi is swindling public money. The work is absolutely going in a way which cannot be called fair, transparent. There is lack of accountability.
Brief response.
Why did not the Prime Minister take action?
I take a brief response.
He was your minister.
I take a brief response.
Ultimately, he was removed from his ministership.
Take a brief response.
He has publicly said that.
Take a brief response from Ashwini Kumar. Brief response before I wrap up.
Yes, I'm not. Look, I'm not aware of what was written by Manish Shankar Aiyar or by Mr. Sunil Dutt at what point of time to the Prime Minister, how he reacted. I'm not privy to that. All I'm here today is to say that the fact that the CAG has said something does not confer finality to the facts in hand, number one. Number two, the core issue of today's debate is who facilitated the appointment of Mr. Kalmandi. It was the NDA government, and as Arnab has very rightly said, when the IOA passed the resolution, the stalwarts of the NDA were members who more than willingly supported his candidature. So what are we really talking about? Listen, there is a limit to flawed
He was a member of the Olympic Committee, Ashwini, not chairman of the organizing committee. That basic point you are missing.
Ravi, falsehood falls under its own weight, and truth is self-sustaining. Do not shy away from a debate. Let the parliament debate it. Let the parliament debate it. Let the debate take place in parliament. We will see which side the truth will really
in the 2G also the CAG has condemned.
We are watching.
2G also, Ashwini, the CAG was condemned. And what CAG said in 2G today is happening. Your ministers and the corporate people are in jail. And even the embers of fire are reaching the then finance minister and the prime minister doorsteps. The PM was hands-on.
Well, make up your mind.
Even at arm's length.
Well, make up your mind.
Therefore, the CAG was...
Well, make up your mind.
No, what
if
the CAG
you are
said
relying on the action...
cannot be true in
well,
case
Ravi,
of 2G.
Make up
That's
your mind.
what I'm saying.
Ravi, make up your mind. Ravi, don't say and shoot.
Yes.
Make up your mind. If you are saying that action has been taken against some people, then it is where we thought that there was a prima facie case. We have taken action.
By the courts.
You are proving my case. You are proving my case that we have applied our mind where we thought there was need for action.
My reply is, Ashwini,
action
since you
has
said
been
that,
taken.
Ashwini, but for strong assertive opposition inside and outside the parliament, a very aggressive media, an intervention by the Supreme Court, you would not have taken any action as you are seeking to defend the cash.
Okay, jury is out on this one. Jury is out. I intervene, gentlemen. I intervene, gentlemen.
Heads I win, tails you lose. This is the BJP.
Jury, gentlemen,
tails you lose.
Gentlemen, we are running out of time. The clock is going to strike 10. I thank both of you for joining me on the News Hour tonight. On the other side, thank you very much.